Hello everyone and thanks for hanging out with me. Here I have the Cupra Born, just preheating, and back there, I'm gonna show you in a second, is my Volkswagen ID.3. And I already did a video of comparing them, but I only had the car for a day from AVP in Plattling, a car dealer, amazing car dealer. But I got a press car from Seat this week, so I had the Cupra Born for the whole week. And I found more differences, and I thought I want to talk about that. So number one was, I showed that already, is the backup camera that's down here. In the ID.3 it's under this, so it's always protected, but sometimes it can be annoying that when you're in reverse that it stays open. But here it's down here, and the problem is of course that it gets dirty, and because of the angle you cannot see very high, so a charger or something, you only see the middle part of it. Yeah, it's cold, that's why I have the hat on. It's -4 outside. So what I noticed with the sounds, I already talked about it, that the system sounds are louder in the Cupra. So when you turn on the car, when you turn off the car, but also when there's an error message, or when you don't have the seat belts on, that's way louder. But what it doesn't have, what the ID.3 has, is when you put the car in reverse, in the ID.3 you get a sound, in here not. Maybe it's because of the camera popping out of the Volkswagen sign. The light is also different. My ID.3 has matrix LED headlights. This car, the Born, just has normal LED headlights, so you don't have the high beams that turn off segments. I also don't have cornering light where it moves into a corner. Also in the rear you don't have the animation. Don't even have an option to have animation for the rear lights. What I also noticed with these seats, the seat heater feels a bit colder, but I think it's the same heating element. I just have different seats in my car. What you don't get in the Born is the ID light, so the light that goes from here to here that can help you with navigation or shows charging. What the Born also doesn't have, by the way, you have a beautiful light from the mirror down. That looks awesome. But what it doesn't have is a lock when approaching. It has keyless entry, but you have to touch the door handle and then will unlock, and you also can touch it to lock. But the lights go on when you approach, so this works. You can turn that off, but no unlocking when approaching. Different to the ID.3 also is, I said it in the other video, when you have lane assist here to turn it off, that's very nice, but you always have a warning in your instrument cluster. What can be a bit annoying in the infotainment system, in the ID.3 when you go to vehicle, you have your consumptions, your trip meter and your state of charge in the same menu. But here it's different. So here I have driver profile, I don't have buttons, and also annoying, every time you get into the car it goes into comfort, even though if you want it individual like me. So every time you go in the car you have to do that. And your trip meter is here. And sometimes it goes in the status, but I want this so I can see my data. And if I want to see my state of charge, I have to go to vehicle, and it always goes to assistance. Even though when I'm here now in my state of charge, when I go back, it goes again to the assistance. And I just found another error in the infotainment system. The car is plugged in, so it gets the power to heat up from the plug, and steering wheel heater works, but seat heater does not work. Cannot turn it off. I have to unplug, then I can use seat heater. Now I unplugged the car and seat heating works. Yeah, that's just an error they have to fix. And one thing that's very interesting, by the way, you also get the animation with the light, the light down and light up. So it moves down and up. But what I also noticed is that battery heating is already updated to the version like it should be in the ID.3. So I noticed that when it's very cold, and it was -4 this morning, I have less regen, less power. Of course, the battery is cold. But when I go to work, in the Id.3, it heats up, and then after 10 minutes I have full regen and full power. But the battery heater takes a lot of power, a lot of energy, and when I'm at work with the Cupra Born, it's still not full regen and still not full power, so it doesn't heat up as much, and that's good for short trips. You have lower consumption. And the last is the app. There's a big difference. Well, let's do it like this so you can see it here on the side. I opened the Cupra app, and the Cupra app, when I had the first car, the app was version 1.0.0. There has been an update since then. It was 2 days ago, so 1.0.1. Woohoo! But look what happens when I open the My Cupra app and go. There we go. Takes a bit, huh? Let's look when I open the Volkswagen Id.3 app, which both were not opened before. And go. And there. Bit better, huh? When you send a preheat or something, or start charging, it takes the same time. But just opening to see your range, and you see your state of charge and how fast it's charging, that just takes a bit longer. But they will get around, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's it for me. That's all the differences from the car. I will now do the light test, to drive with both cars on the country road and show you the high beams and the light, how it looks like. And so you can see difference between matrix LED and normal LED on this Cupra Born. So subscribe so you don't miss that. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.